Auction. My name is Peyton Lambert, and I'm a licensed auctioneer here in the state of Texas. And I'll be joined a little bit later on by Adam Williams, who is also licensed. A few administrative bits and bobs to get to before we start. This auction is being presented by Heritage Auctioneers and Galleries Incorporated and is being conducted under the Terms and Conditions section in the catalog, as well as on our website at ha.com. Please familiarize yourself with all of our terms in the catalog and on our website. We've been compiling bids on ha.com from our worldwide audience over the past few weeks, and John over here on my right has those bids. Every item will open at the current bid or the reserve if there is one. Along with those internet bids placed in advance of the sale, we will be accepting bids live through Heritage Live platform. Most of you will be bidding with us this way, and you'll be communicating with Emily here on my left, who will be executing those bids on your behalf. We have Jalen up here as well, representing you folks bidding on Artsy. Sometimes a bid will come in from Heritage Live at the last minute due to limitations in the strength of someone's Wi-Fi or the speed of their computer. And people can only submit a bid when it's still open on their computer. So my acceptance of a last minute bid is not reopening the lot. It's just acknowledging that some Wi-Fi speeds are a little bit faster than others. And my acceptance, again, as I said, it's not reopening the lot. The lot is still open for their computer. And I do appreciate your patience when it does happen. It does happen a few times every sale, but fear not. Let's see, in addition to those of you bidding with us on Heritage Live and Artsy and those who bid in advance, we'll also be taking bids by phone in the room with all of our wonderful agents in here today. And then a sliding buyer's premium, starting at 25% and lessening with higher valued lots, will be applied to the hammer price of each individual lot. And this is described in a little bit more detail in item number 2 in our terms and conditions. We're proud to offer cut bidding here at Heritage Auctions. It means that you're allowed to advance the bid by half of the usual increment. You can use this once per bidder, per lot. I recommend using it every time. It allows you to stretch your bid to help you get the bids you want most. Every now and then, you might hear Adam or me say prior. This just means there's a tie. So we'll take the bid that we had first, and we'll invite you to advance the bid. It's a great opportunity to use that cut bid, but I'll remind you of that as we go. Any lots that we say are still available or will be available on ha.com have gone unsold, so you need to run over to our website to make a post-auction offer for those, and those offers are accepted on a first-come, first-served basis. So as always, I recommend bidding in the moment if you want to be sure to win. Any additional catalog or comments will be addressed as we go. And if you have any issues relating to your participation in this sale, please call our auction supervisor, Devin Jackson, at 214-409-3127. And then I am required to announce that in compliance with TDLR Rule 67.40, notice is hereby provided that this auction is covered by a recovery fund administered by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, P.O. Box 257, Austin, Texas 78711. If you want to give them a call, they're at 512-463-6599. Now that that's done with, our team has put together a colorful, exciting, wonderful sale for you today. So on behalf of our whole team, Ed, Frank, Holly, Desiree, Taylor C., Taylor G., Becca watching at home with her new baby, Michelle, Hannah, and Lauren, thank you all for joining us today. Let's get started. Today, we're offering our second group from an important Miami collection, and we have a curated selection of prints from pop legend Keith Haring. So let's dive right in with lot 65001. From here on out, you're going to hear me just call them 1, 2, 3, and so on. Lot number 1, what do we have?
31,000.
31,000, 32, 34, let's say 36. At 34,000, it's with my advance bidder. Let's go 36,000. 36, Heritage Live, 38. Still with me, who will say 40? For Keith Haring's print 2 from Growing. Come back in. 40,000, but a prior 40,000 Heritage Live, that's that tie I was telling you about. I've got it here at 40,000 with my advance bidder, so jump back in, say 42, or use that cut bid, advance us to 41. 41, Heritage Live, 42. Smart move. 42 answers. We have another bidder here. Let's go 44. At 42,000, say 44. What do the phones say to 44,000? At 44, Heritage Live, they say it. Who will say 46? At 44,000, it's with you on Heritage Live. I need 46,000 to advance us. 46,000, go 48. At 46,000, still with you, Heritage Live. Jump back in, take us to 48, advance us. As I said, Untitled Print 2 from the Growing series by Keith Haring. Advance us. Say 48,000. Hannah, what do you say to 48? Or use that cut bid, take us to 47. 48,000 on the phones with Hannah. Heritage Live, what do you say to 50? 48,000, it's against you online. It's here with Hannah on the phones. Come back in, 50,000 Heritage Live. Hannah, say 55. at 50,000. It's with you, Heritage Live, bid 55 to advance us. What do you say, Hannah? I would accept that cut. We'd go to 52,005. At 50,000, with you online. Say 55, come back in, Hannah. If I don't see that 55, I'll say fair warning with you. Heritage Live at 50,000. 50,000. 7101. Thank you. Lot number 2. What do we have?
28,000.
28,000. Say 30. 30,000. Bid 32. At 30,000, say 32. Advance us. 30,000. It's with Heritage Live. I'm looking for 32. Come back in. To the phone, say 32,000. Print number 4 from Growing. I've got 32 with Frank on the phone. Say 34, Heritage Live. 34 online. Frank, say 36. 34,000. It's with you, Heritage Live. Looking for 36 to advance. Frank is thinking it over. At 34,000, it's still with you, Heritage Live. It's against you on the phones. I need 36 to advance, or that cut bid of 35. 36 with Hannah on the phones. Heritage Live. Come back in. Say 38. 36,000 on the phones with our cataloger, Hannah Ziesman. 37 on the cut. Heritage Live. Will you say 38? 37,000. Against you, Hannah. Will you say 38? Still with you, Heritage Live. On your cut bid at 37,000. Asking 38 to advance. 38,000 with Hannah on the phones. Heritage Live. It's against you now. Say 40. 40,000. Bid 42. 40,000. Now, what do you say to 42,000? With you, Heritage Live at 40,000. Come back in. Say 42, Hannah, for print number 4 from Growing. Or I'll say fair warning with Heritage Live at 40,000. Yes or no, Hannah, at 42? 41, sure. On the cut with Hannah back on the phones. It's against you, Heritage Live. Say 42. At 41,000. 42, Heritage Live, bid 44. Give it one more try, Hannah. Let's say 44,000. At 42,000 with you, Heritage Live. Unless I see that advance to 44, I'll say fair warning. 42,000, Heritage Live. 7102, thank you. Lot number 3, what do we have?
17,000.
17,000, let's say 18. At 17,000, it's here with my advanced bidder. Take us to 18, Heritage Live, jump back in. 17,000, looking for 18 to advance us. Print number 3 from Growing, Keith Haring series from 1988. At 17,000, with my advanced bidder, it's against you online, it's against you on the phones. Jump back in, say 18,000. 17,000, advance us. You will say 18,000 or take us to 17.5 on that cut bid. At 17,000, 17.5, 18,000 here, who will say 19. 18,000, it's still here with my advanced bidder, so jump back in, Heritage Live, say 19,000. Advance us, give it one more. Go for 19,000. At 18, I can sell it, and I will, unless I see 19,000. Fair warning. 19,000, Heritage Live, but 20,000 here, say 22. 20,000. It's still with my advanced bidder. Let's give it one more, Heritage Live. Say 22,000. Advance us. Give it one more. For print number 3 from Growing. 21,000, Heritage Live on the cut. Who will say 22? 21,000. It's with you online. On that cut bid at 21,000. Jump back in. Say 22. Don't let them cut you out. At 21. Has to be 22 to advance. Unless I see it, I'll say fair warning at 21. 21,000, Heritage Live. 7103, thank you. Lot number 4.
7,750.
7,750. We're starting off on a cut here. Let's say 8,000. Heritage Live, jump back in. Take us to 8,000 to advance. I've got 8,000 on Artsy. Let's go 8,500. 8,000 here with Jalen. I need 8,500 to advance. Heritage Live, jump back in. At 8,000, show me 85. Moving on to Keith Haring Stone series now. Now I've got 8,500 on Heritage Live. Say 9. At 8,500, bid 9,000. Advance us with Heritage Live at 8,500. It's against you elsewhere on the internet. Say 9,000. Use that cut bid. Jump back in to continue at 8,500 for Keith Haring's Stone number 2 from the Stone series 1989. Show me 9,000, Heritage Live. Or I'll say fair warning at 8,500. 8,500. 87.50. It's one of those delayed bids. I've got 9,000 with Jalen now. Say 95. At 9,000, come back in. With Jalen's bidder, it's against you on Heritage Live. Say 9,500. Come back in. Advance us. At 9,000, I can sell it, and I will unless I see 9,500. Fair warning. 9,000. 6801. Thank you. Lot number 5. What do we have?
12,500.
13,000, 14,000 now, say 15. At 14,000, bid 15, come back in, Heritage Live, advance us. This is Stone 3 from Stones. At 14,000, bid 15. 14, it's with my advance bidder, it's against you online, and it's against you on the phones. Go for 15,000. At 14,000, bid 15, or use that cut bid, advance us to 14,500. 15,000, Heritage Live, bid 16. At 15, come back in, say 16,000. Take us there, Heritage Live. 16, I've got it on Heritage Live. What do you say to 17, Jalen? At 16,000, still with you, Heritage Live. Go for 17, give it one more. Keith Haring, Stone number 3. At 16,000, say 17. Come back in, 17,000, Heritage Live, bid 18. At 17,000, Jalen's quiet over there on the other end of the internet. Let's say 18,000. Come back in, Heritage Live, bid 18,000. Advance us. As always, use that cut bid. Take us to 17,500. At 17,000, unless I see 18, unless I see that advance, I'll say fair warning. At 17,000. 17,000. Heritage Live. 7104. Thank you. Lot number 6.
50.
9,500, 10,000, say 11. At 10,000, it's with my advance bidder, it's against you online. 11,000, say 12. At 11,000, with you, Heritage Live, bid 12,000 to advance us. Stone number 4 now, 12,000 on the internet, say 13. At 12,000, bid 13, it's against you, Heritage Live, come back in. Say 13,000, or use that cut bid, take us to 12,500. At 12,000, with Jalen, looking for 13,000 to advance. Keith Haring, Stone 4 from the Stone series. At 12,000, I can sell it, and I will, unless I see 13,000. 13,000, Heritage Live, bid 14. 13, looking for 14,000 now. Come back in on the internet. At 13, show me 14, Heritage Live. Give it one more. Unless I see it, I'll say fair warning. At 13,000. 13,000. Heritage Live. 7105. Thank you. Lot number 7. What do we have?
57.50.
5,750 here, starting off on that cut. 6,000 with Jalen, who will say 65. At 6,000, bid 65. Advance us 65, now say 7. 6,500, 7,000, now go 75. 7,000 has it. I need 7,500. Plate 3 from Haring's Chocolate Buddha series. At 7,000, bid 75. 75, I have, say 8. 7750, Heritage Live in a new place. We'll say 8,000. 8,000 back with Jalen. Go 85. At 8,000, it's with Jalen. It's against you on Heritage Live. I need 8,500 to advance. Come back in. At 8,000, it's here on the internet with Jalen. It's against you, Heritage Live. Say 8,500, or use that cut bid. Advance us. At 8,000. I can sell it, and I will, unless I see 85, 8250 on the cut with Heritage Live, who will say 85. At 8,250, I need 8,500 to advance. Jump back in. 85, back with Jalen, go for 9. 8,500, bid 9. Heritage Live, come back in. It's against you once more. Say 9,000. Take us there for plate 3 from the Chocolate Buddha series. Show me 9,000, Heritage Live. At 8,500, I'll say, fair warning, 8,500. 6801, thank you. Lot number 8.
750.
5,750 is here. I've got 6,000 as well. Go 65. At 6,000, bid 6,500. Advance us. This is plate 4 from Chocolate Buddha. At 6,500 now, say 7. 7,000, bid 75. 75 with Jalen, say 8. At 7,500, it's against you, Heritage Live. Come back in, say 8,000. 7,500 on the internet. 7,750 on the cut, Heritage Live, bid 8. 7,750. It has to be 8 to advance, so jump back in. Say 8,000, Heritage Live. Come back in. It's against you elsewhere on the internet. Go for 8. Don't let them cut you out. At 7,750, I need 8,000 to advance, so take us there. 8,000 Heritage Live, bid 85. At 8,000, looking for 8,500. Come back in. Give it one more for Keith Haring's Chocolate Buddha Series, plate number 4. At 8,000, show me 85, or I'll say fair warning. 8,000 Heritage Live. 7106. Lot number 9.
15,022.
15,022 I have up here. Let's say 16. 16,000, go 17. At 16,000, bid 17. 17,000 with Jalen, say 18. 18 Heritage Live, go for 19. 19,000, go 20. At 19,000 with you, Heritage Live, bid 20,000, advance us 20 with Jalen, say 22. At 20,000, 22 Heritage Live, bid 24. 22,000 is bid 24 with Jalen, say 26. 26, say 28. At 26,000, 28,000 now, back with Jalen, Heritage Live, say 30. 28,000, 30,000 Heritage Live, say 32. 30,000 with Heritage Live, looking for 32 to advance. Come back in. The first of our offerings today from Keith Haring's Blueprint Drawing Series. This is plate number 10. Huge work here, 42 by 52. At 30,000, it's with you, Heritage Live. It's against you elsewhere on the internet, so come back in at 32,000. 32 with Jalen, Heritage Live, say 34. 33 on the cut with Heritage Live once more. See what Jalen says to that. At 33,000, looking for 34 to advance. It's against you on the phones. It's against you elsewhere online. It's with Heritage Live at 33,000. Come back in, say 34. Advance us. Don't let them cut you out. Unless I see that 34,000, I'll say fair warning. Last chance at 33,000. 33,000 Heritage Live. 7107. Thank you. Lot number 10. What do we have?
5250.
5,250. Let's go 55.
6,000.
55. I have 6,000 now. Go 65. At 6,000, bid 65. Jump back in. Heritage Live 65. 7,000 now. Go 75. At 7,000. Here with my advanced bidder, Heritage Live. Jump back in. It's against you. Say 75. 75. 8. Go 85. At 8,000, 85. 9. Say 9,500. And 9,000 still with my advanced bidder. Jump back in. Heritage Live 9,500. 10,000 now. Say 11. At 10,000. 11,000 now. Bid 12. 11,000 looking for 12 to advance. Plate 7 from the Blueprint Drawings at 11,000. Advances Heritage Live, say 12. Take us there. At 11, it's with you, Heritage Live online. It's against you on the phones. It's against you elsewhere on the internet. Go 12,000 or use that cut bid. Advance us to 11,500. Unless I see it, I'll say fair warning. At 11,000 with Heritage Live, 11,000. 7108. Thank you. Lot number 11. What do we have? 8,250. Say 85. At 8,250, we're starting on that cut. It's a free cut to you. All right, I've got 9,000 here with me with my advanced bidder. 95 with Jalen. 10,000 with me. Say 11. 11. 12. Still with my advanced bidder. 13 with Jalen. Bid 14. At 13,000, it's with Jalen on the internet. I need 14 to advance. It's against you, Heritage Live. It's against you on the phones. Say 14,000. At 13,000, it's with Jalen. As I said, Heritage Live, jump back in, say 14,000, or advance us with that cut bid. I'll take 13,500. Frank, what do you say to 14,000? At 13,000, with Jalen, show me 14. Heritage Live, jump back in, get involved. 13,500 on the cut. Who will say 14? 13,500. Back with you, Heritage Live. I need 14 to advance. Come back in. Jalen, what do you say to 14,000? At 13,000, he says, yes, 14,000 back with Jalen, bid 15. 14,000 has it online, Heritage Live. Come back in, let's give it one more. Say 15,000, advance us. Jump back in, or at 14,000, I'll say fair warning with Jalen on the internet. 14,000. 6801, congratulations. Lot number 12. 8,750, let's say 9. At 8,750, we're starting on that cut once more. This is plate 11 from the Blueprint Drawings. 9,000 I have, 9,500, bid 10. 9,500. It's with my advanced bidder. It's against you, Heritage Live. Jump back in. Say 10,000. Advance us. At 9,500, looking for 10. It's against you on Heritage Live, and it's against you on the phones. Say 10,000. Let's give it one more. Jump back in. At 9,500. With my advanced bidder, say 10,000. Take us there, Heritage Live. Advance us. I would accept that cut to 9,750. At 9,500, show me that advance. Come back in, or I'll say fair warning. 10,000 with Jalen. 11,000. Still here with my advanced bidder. Go 12. At 11,000, it's still here with me. It's against you on the internet. It's against you on the phones. It's against you on Heritage Live. Come back in, say 12. Go for 12,000. Use that cut bid if you still have one. At 11,000, with my advanced bidder, I can sell it, and I will, unless I see that advance. Fair warning at 11,000. 11,000 to the internet. Thank you. Lot 13.
9,000.
9,000 is bid. Let's go 95. At 9,000, looking for 9,500. Heritage Live, jump back in. Plate 12 from the blueprint drawings. 9,000 with my advanced bidder. 9,500 with Jalen. Say 10. 9,500 on the internet with Jalen's bidder. I need 10,000. So jump back in. Heritage Live, advance us. It's against you. It's against the phones. Say 10,000. 10,000 still with Jalen. Say 11. 10,000. Bid 11. Heritage Live, jump back in. Get involved. 10,500. Heritage Live, who will say 11. 10,500. Jalen, who will say 11,000. What do you think? Heritage Live says 11,000 first. Sorry, Jalen. Let's come back in at 12. At 11,000, bid 12. Advance us. With you, Heritage Live. Against you on the phones. It's against you elsewhere on the internet. Looking for 12,000 to advance. Come back in. Give it one more. Take us to 12,000. 12,000. Heritage Live. Bid 13. 13 with Jalen once more. Heritage Live. Say 14. At 13,000. With Jalen on the internet. It's against you, Heritage Live. Heritage Live says cut 13.5. Who will say 14? 13,500. Bid 14. Advance us. Plate number 12 from the blueprint drawings. Take us there, Heritage Live. Say 14,000. Don't let them cut you out. At 13.5. Unless I see 14,000, I'll say fair warning on the cut bid. 13.5. Heritage Live. 7107. Thank you. On number 14, what do we have?
8,500.
8,500. Let's go 9,000. 9,000, bid 95. 95 I have. Say 10. And 9,500 looking for 10,000. Jump back in. Heritage Live. Take us to 10. 9,500. It's here with my advanced bidder. Against you online. 10,000. 11 now. Say 12. At 11,000. Plate number 9 from the blueprint drawings. I've got 12,000 and it's still with me. It's a prior. So Heritage Live, jump back in, say 13,000 or use that cut bid. Take us to 12.5. At 12,000 with my advanced bidder. So it's against you, Heritage Live. It's against you on the phones, against you on the internet. I need 13,000. 13,000, say 14. At 13,000, bid 14. Heritage Live, jump back in. 13,000 is bid. I need 14 to advance. Give it one more, Heritage Live. Say 14,000 or use that cut bid. Show me 13.5. At 13,000, I can sell it, and I will. For plate 9 from the blueprint drawings, Keith Herring. Fair warning at 13,000. 13,000, Heritage Live. 7108. Thank you. Lot number 15, what do we have?
12,500.
12,500, say 13. 12,500, I'm starting off on that cut. I need 13,000 to advance. The Untitled Cockfight from 3 Lithographs, 1985, bid 13,000. On that cut at 12,500, it has to be 13 to advance, so come back in, Heritage Live. Show me 13,000. The free cut to you. 13,000, but a prior 13 who will say 14. Still with my advanced bidder at 13,000, 14, Heritage Live, bid 15. At 14, looking for 15,000 to come back in. 14,000 is bid. I need 15. Jump back in. Heritage Live. Take us there. At 14,000, show me 15. With you on Heritage Live. It's against you on the phones. It's against you elsewhere on the internet. 15,000 with Jalen. Go for 16. 15,000, bid 16. Come back in. Heritage Live. Advance us. 16,000. Who will say 17? At 16,000 with Heritage Live. Bid 17,000. Come back in. Take us to 17,000 or use that cut bid to advance us. I don't see it, I'll say fair warning. At 16,000. 16,000. 7108. Thank you. Lot number 16. What do we have?
8750.
8,750. Say 9. At 8750 on that cut to start once more. Bid 9,000. Heritage Live, advance us. Keith Haring's The Paris Review, 1989. Say 9,000 on that cut. It's a free cut to you to start. Heritage Live, say 9,000. It has to be 9 to advance. So come back in and show me 9,000. A piece from this private Miami collection. Come back in at 9. Take us there, Heritage Live. It has to be 9,000. At 8,750, I can sell it, and I will. 9,095, say 10. 9,500, it's still with my advanced bidder. It's against you online. Say 10,000, jump back in. At 95, bid 10. 95 has it. It's against you everywhere but with me. Say 10,000, advance us. Give it one more, or I'll say fair warning. At 9,500, unless I see 10, last chance. 9,500 to the internet. Lot number 17.
750.
6,750, looking for 7. And this lot number 17 starts off our selection of works from Haring's Apocalypse series. And please note that lots 17 through 21 are accompanied by their respective text panels by William S. Burroughs. And I'm at 8,500 now. Let's go for 9. 9,000 with Frank on the phone, so we'll say 9,500. At 9,000, bid 95. It's against you online. It's with Frank on the phones at 9,500 now with Jalen. Will you say 10? 9,500, 10,000 with Frank back on the phones. Heritage Live, say 11. 10,000, 11,000 with Jalen, go for 12. 11,000, 12 back with Frank on the phones, go for 13. 12,000, bid 13. Come back in, go for 13,000, 13,000 with Jalen. Frank, what do you say to 14? 13,000 on the internet with Jalen. 14,000 with Frank once more on the phones, who will say 15,000 for plate number 6 from Keith Haring's Apocalypse. At 14,000, looking for 15 with Frank on the phones. I need 15,000. It's against you online. 15,000 back with Jalen. Frank, what do you say to 16? At 15,000, bid 16. I would take that cut bid to 15,500. 15,500 with Frank back on the phones, our director of modern and contemporary art here in Dallas. At 15,500, yes, on the cut with Frank. Against you on the internet. Internet says 16,000. Frank, let's go for 17. At 16,000. Give it one more, Frank. What do you say to 17? 17,000. He's in. Let's go 18. 17,000 back with Frank. It's against you online. Go for 18,000. Come back in. Give it one more. Heritage Live, you can jump in as well. Say 18,000 at 17 with Frank on the phones. Against you online. Unless I see that advance, I'll say fair warning at 17,000 on the phones. 17,000, Frank. And your number? 7514. Thank you. Line number 18. What do we have?
6,500.
6,500. Let's make it 7,000. 7,000 Heritage Live at 75. Frank, would you like 75? Plate 7 from Apocalypse. 7,500 with Frank on the phone, so we'll say 8. At 7,500, bid 8,000. Come back in, Heritage Live. 7,750 on the cut. Will you say 8,000, Frank? 8,000 on the phones. Heritage Live, say 85. At 8,000, looking for 8,500 to advance. Jump back in. 8,250, another cut against you, Frank. Would you like 8,500? At 8,250, it's with you, Heritage Live. 8,500 back with Frank, who will say 9. 8,500 is bid. It's on the phones. It's against you, Heritage Live. Jump back in, say 9,000. At 8,500, bid 9. Plate 7 from Apocalypse. Jump back in. Show me 9,000. 9,000 now. Go 95. 9,000 online. Looking for 9,500. Advance. 95 back with Frank. Heritage Live. Say 10. 9,500. Bid 10,000. Use that cut if we still have one. I think we're out, but you never know. And 9,500. Say 10. It's with Frank on the phones. It's against you, Heritage Live. Bid 10,000. Jump back in, or I'll say fair warning at 9,500 on the phones. 9,500. Frank. 7514. Thank you. Lot 19, what do we have?
4,000.
4,000, let's go 42. At 4,000, bid 4,200, advance us. 42, 44 now. 65, even better. Let's say 7,000. I love when that happens. 6,500, it's with Jalen. 7,000, Heritage Live, bid 75. 72.50 on the cut, looking for 75. 75 on the phones with Frank, who will say 8. At 7,500, bid 8,000. It's with Frank on the phones. It's against you online. 8,000, Heritage Live. Frank, what do you say to 85? 8,500, back on the phones. We'll say 9. At 8,500, say 9,000, advance us. It's against you online. It's with Frank here at 8,500. Say 9,000, Heritage Live, jump back in. Advance us. Go for 9,000, Heritage Live. Give it one more for plate 8 from Apocalypse. Unless I see 9,000, but I do. 9,000, Heritage Live, who will say 95. 9,500 with Frank, who will say 10. And 9,500, bid 10, Heritage Live, jump back in. It's on the phones with Frank at 9,500. Who will say 10,000? Advance us, Heritage Live. Unless I see it, I'll say fair warning on the phones with 9,500. 9,500. Frank. 7,514. Lot 20, what do we have?
57.50.
5,750. 6,500, even better with Jalen, say 7. 6,500 is bid. 7,000, Heritage Live, say 75. At 7,000, bid 7,500, come back in. 7,500 with Frank on the phones, who will say 8. At 7,500, looking for 8. 77.50 on the cut. Frank, will you say 8,000? 8,000 with Frank on the phones, Heritage Live, say 85. At 8,000, bid 8,500, plate number 9 from Apocalypse. 85, Heritage Live, go for 9, Frank. At 8,500, 9,000 on the phones, Heritage Live, say 95. 9,000. It's on the phones. It's against you online. I need 95. 9,500. Frank, will you say 10? And 9,500 with Heritage Live. 10,000 back on the phones. Say 11. 10,000. Bid 11. Advance us. Come back in. Say 11,000. Heritage Live. Jump back in. It's on the phones with Frank at 10,000. It's against you online. I need that 11,000 to advance or use that cut bid. Show me 10,500. Or I'll say fair warning. With Frank on the phones at 10,000. 10,000, Frank. 7,514, you're cleaning up, Frank. Lot 21, what do we have?
6,000.
6,000, bid 65. 6,500 with Jalen, who will say 12. 12, 7. At 65, take 12. 7,000, Heritage Live, who will say 75. At 7,000, 75 with Frank. If it goes to 12, I'm psychic. 7,500, it's with Frank on the phones, looking for 8,000. 8,000, Heritage Live, bid 85. 8,000, 8,500 with Frank on the phones once more, who will say 9,000. At 8,500, looking for 87.50, even better on the cut, Heritage Live, who will say 9. 9,000, Frank on the phones, who will say 95. And 9,000 against you, Heritage Live, bid 9,500, come back in. 95, Heritage Live, Frank, will you say 10? 10,000 on the phones, Heritage Live, let's make it 11. At 10,000, bid 11,000, come back in. With Frank at 10, it's against you, Heritage Live, 11,000, Frank, will you say 12? 12,000 with Frank back on the phones, go for 13, Heritage Live, jump back in. At 12,000, it's against you online. Let's give it one more, say 13,000, take us there, Heritage Live. Or I'll say fair warning, with Frank on the phones at 12,000. 12,000, Frank. 7,514, thank you. Lot number 22, what do we have?
8,500.
8,500, say 9. 87.50 on the cut, 9,000, say 95. And 9,000, bid 9,500, advance us. Keith Haring's lucky strike in white. I've got 10,000 here with me now. 11, Heritage Live, say 12. At 11,000, bid 12, come back in. 12,000, say 13. 13,000, go for 14. At 13,000, bid 14, Heritage Live, it's with you online. I need 14,000. 14,000 now, say 15. 15,000, bid 16. 15,000, still with you, Heritage Live, it's your game today. Let's go 16,000. 16,000, make it 17. At 16, 17,000 now, say 18. 17, bid 18, Heritage Live, come back in, show me 18,000 or use that cut bid, advance us to 17,500. 17,500 I have. Is it? I don't think it is. 18,000, we'll say 19. 18,000, still with you, Heritage Live, bid 19, come back in, let's give it one more. Show me 19,000 Heritage Live. Frank, what do you say to 19,000? At 18, with you online, bid 19, come back in or use that cut bid to advance us. Or I'll say fair warning at 18,000. 18,000 Heritage Live. 7108. All right, then lots 23, 24, and 25 have been withdrawn. So we're moving right along to lot number 26. Here are Giorgio Morandi. What do we have?
10,000.
Looking for 10,000. Come in at 10,000 Heritage Live to start us off. 10,000 with Jalen, who will say 11. At 10,000, bid 11. Or Morandi's Still Life with bold lines from 1931. Come back in, say 11,000. At 10,000, it's here with Jalen on the internet. Say 11 Heritage Live. Jump back in. Go 11,000 or use that cut bid. Advance us to 10,500. Crisp, elegant lines on this one. Show me 11,000. Or I'll say fair warning here with Jalen on the internet at 10,000. 10,000. 6801. Thank you. 27. What do we have?
8,500.
8,500. Let's say 9. At 8,500, bid 9,000. Jump back in. Heritage Live. Say 9,000. For Pablo Picasso's Picador Entrant dans la Reine. Let's go 9,000. At 8,500. It's here with my advanced bidder. I need 9,000 to advance Heritage Live. Let's give it one more. Or use that cut bid. Take us to 8,750. Line of cut here from 1959. 8,750, but 9,000 I still have here with my advanced bidder. Say 95. And 9,000, say 9,500 Heritage Live. Jump back in. 9,000. It's against you online. It's against you on the phones. Bid 9,500. Unless I see that advance, I'll say fair warning at 9,000. 9,000 to the internet. Lot number 28.
5,000.
5,000, 5,500, 6,000 now, say 65. 65, bid 7. 7,000, go 75. 75, who will say 8? At 7,500, bid 8. Jump back in, Heritage Live. We've got Picasso's Bacchanal. Oh, Ibo, line of cut here as well. At 7,500, go for 8,000. Heritage Live, jump back in. Say 8,000 or use that cut bid to advance us. 77.50, but 8,000 answers go 85. 82.50 on another cut. We'll say 8,500. At 8,250, I'm looking for 8,500 to advance us. Heritage Live, jump back in. Don't let them cut you out. Say 8,500. Take us there, Heritage Live, or I'll say fair warning on the cut bid at 8,250. 8,500 now. I'll go for 9. At 8,500, bid 9. Jump back in, Heritage Live. That was you on that cut. Let's fight for it. Let's give it one more. Say 9,000. Advance us for the Picasso line of cut. Give it one more. Or I'll say fair warning at 8,500. 8,500. 7109. Thank you. Lot 29.
35,000.
35,000 is bid, let's say 40. At 35,000. Sorry, looking for 36. Just kidding. I'd take 40 though. At 35,000, I'm starting off on that cut bid. I need 36. 36 I have. 38. We'll say 40. At 38,000, go for 40. Pablo Picasso's Portrait de Jacqueline from 1959. Go 40,000. 38. With you online. Bid 40. Advance us. Jump back in or use that cut bid. Take us to 39. At 38,000, say 40. Heritage Live, come back in. Uncommon line of cut here of Jacqueline. I need 40,000 to advance, so come back in, Heritage Live. Take us there, or show me that cut bid at 39. 40,000 it is. Go for 42. At 40,000, bid 42. 42 now. Go 44. 42. Say 44. Heritage Live. Jump back in. Say 44,000. Advance us. At 42. Go for 44. Take us there, Heritage Live. Bid 44,000. Unless I see that advance, I must say fair warning at 42,000. 42,000. Heritage Live. 7110. Thank you. Lot number 30. What do we have?
8,250.
9,000. 9,500 now. Say 10. And 9,500 bid 10,000. 97.50. 10,000. Say 11. At 10,000, bid 11. Advance us for Jacqueline Aumouchoir from 1959 as well. Great year for Picasso. Let's go 11,000. At 10,000, bid 11, Heritage Live, advance us. It's here with my advance bidder at 10, so it's against you online, it's against you on the phones. Come back in at 11,000 or use that cut bid, take us to 10,005. At 10,000, I can sell it, and I will unless I see that advance. Last chance to say 1100, Heritage Live, fair warning. 10,000 to the internet. Lot number 31.
31,000.
31,000. Perfect. Let's go 32. At 31,000 for lot 31. Let's go to 32. Advance us for Fumeur à la Cigarette from 1964. At 31,000, we're on that cut to start bid 32. Heritage Live, jump back in. Say 32,000 to advance us. At 31, with my advance bidder, it has to be 32 to continue. So come back in. Say 32,000. Great playful coloring on this one. Say 32,000. Advance us, Heritage Live, unless I see 32,000. I'll say fair warning. At 31, fair warning. 32, who'll say 34. At 32,000, still with you, Heritage Live, say 34 to advance us. Come back in, fight for this one. Show me 34,000. Heritage Live with you at 32. Advance us to 34, or use that cut bid, take us to 33. Or I'll say fair warning at 32,000. 32,000. 7110, Heritage Live. All right, moving into a curated selection of Picasso ceramics here with lot number 32. What do we have?
22,000.
22,000. Who will say 24? At 22, bid 24. 24, Heritage Live, but a prior 24, come back in at 26. 26, say 28. 28, go for 30. At 28,000, who will say 30,000? Advance us. 30,000, Frank on the phones, who will say 32. At 30,000, bid 32 to advance, come back in. 32 in a new place with Lauren on the phones. Frank, what do you say to 34? 34,000 with Frank. Lauren, what do you think about 36? For Picasso's Vase d'Anzot from 1953, I've got 36,000 on Heritage Live. It's against both of the phones. Let's go for 38. 38 with Frank, who will say 40. No, sorry, 37 with Frank. We're cutting. At 37,000 with Frank, looking for 38 to advance. I'm on the cut bid here at 37,000. Go for 38. Heritage Live, it's against you. It's on the phones with Frank at 37,000. It's against you on the phone, Lauren, as well. Go for 38. Advance us. Don't let them cut you out. Heritage Live, jump back in. Go for 38,000. Or I'll say fair warning on the phones with Frank at 37. 37,000, Frank. 7514. Thank you, Frank. Lot 33, what do we have?
8,000.
All right, looking for 8,000 here, Heritage Live. Jump in at 8,000 to start us off. 8,000 I have, say 85. At 8,000, bid 8,500, advance us. Our Profil de Jacqueline. Jacqueline features heavily in this sale. At 8,500 now, 9,000, say 95. 9,000, 9,500, who will say 10? 10,000, Heritage Live, bid 11. 10,000 has it, say 11,000, take us there. 1956 ceramic work here, white earthenware clay. At 10,000, it's with you, Heritage Live. I need 11 to advance, so jump back in. Say 11,000 or use that cut bid, take us to 10,500. At 10,000, bid 11, advance us, or I'll say fair warning at 10. 10,000, Heritage Live. 7111. Lot 34, what do we have? 6,250. I'm starting off on that cut bid 65. At 6,250, say 6,500. Advance us. Visage number 202. At 6,250, it's a free cut to you. Heritage Live, say 65. Advance us. 6,250 with my advance bidder. 6,500, Heritage Live. 7,000, say 75. At 7,000, with you online, looking for 7,500 to advance. 7,250 on the cut, still looking for 7,500. Come back in, Heritage Live. At 7,250, asking 7,500 to advance. I'm on that cut. It has to be 75. Unless I see it, I'll say fair warning at 7,250. 7,250. Cut bid wins it. 7112. Lot number 35. What do we have?
6,750.
6,750, 7,075, bid 8, 8,085, go 9, 9,000, 9,085, but 9,500 I have, who will say 10,000. And 9,500 looking for 10, Picasso's Vaso Decor Pastel. I need 10,000 to advance, so jump back in. Heritage Live, go for 10 or use that cut. Show me 9,750. But unless I see it, I'll say fair warning. At 9,500. 9,500. 7113. Thank you. Lot number 36.
29,000.
29,000. Who will say 30? At 29 with my advanced bidder looking for 30,000. So jump back in. Heritage Live, go for 30,000. At 29, it's here with me. I need 30 to continue. I'm on that cut bid at 29,000. Bid 30, Heritage Live, 30, 32. Who will say 34? At 32,000, 34, 36. Looking for 38. At 36,000, bid 38. For Visage au Rayure from 1969 at 36,000. It's still with my advanced bidder, so it's against you on the phones, it's against you online. Say 38 or use that cut bid, advance us to 37. At 36,000, 38 with Hannah on the phones, who will say 40. 38,000. Back on the phones with Hannah Ziesman. I need 40,000 to advance. It's against you online. Bid 40, come back in or use your cut, say 39. At 38,000 on the phones, Heritage Live, say 40,000, advance us, give it one more, 39,000 on the cut. Hannah, what do you say to 40? At 39,000 with you, Heritage Live, 40,000 to advance. 40,000 with Hannah, Heritage Live, say 42. 40,000, it's back on the phones, still against you. Once more, Heritage Live, so jump back in, go for 42,000, advance us. 40,000, bid 42. Give it one more, Heritage Live with Hannah on the phones. At 40,000, I can sell it and I will, but I've got 42,000 from Heritage Live. What do you say to 44? At 42, bid 44, come back in. What do you say to 44, Hannah? At 42,000, Heritage Live. Unless I see 44, I got 43, Heritage Live on the cut. Who will say 44? Don't let them cut you out, Heritage Live. Jump back in, say 44,000. At 43, say 44. If that was you at 42, fight for this one. There we go, 44,000. Who will say 46? 44,000, bid 46, advance us. Who will it be? Unless I see it, I'll say fair warning. At 44,000. 44,000, Heritage Live. 7114, thank you. 37, what do we have?
4,600.
4,600, 4,800 now, say 5, moving into a selection of Marc Chagall. At 4,800 now, bid 5. 4,800 with you, Heritage Live. I need 5,000 to advance. I've got Le Jeune Jean de Métime from Daphnis and Chloe from 1961. And at 4,800, I need 5,000 now. At 48, bid 5. Heritage Live, jump back in, show me 5,000 or use that cut bid, advance us to 49. At 48, say 49. To continue, or all say fair warning at 4,800. 4,800. 7110, Heritage Live. Lot 38. What do we have?
6,500.
6,500. Let's say 7. At 6,500, bid 7,000 advances for L'Hiver, also from Daphne Say Chloe from 1961. At 6,500, bid 7,000, Heritage Live. 7,000 I have, but a prior 7,000 to jump back in. Heritage Live, say 7,500, or use that cut bid to advance us. At 7,000, with my advance bidder, it's against you, Heritage Live, so come back in, say 75, or show me that 7,250 on the cut. At 7,000, against you, it's with me. Unless I see 7,500 for the Chagall, I'll say fair warning with my advanced bidder at 7,000. 7,000 to the internet. Lot 39. 8,250, bid 85. On the cut to start at 8,250. I need 85 to advance. Come back in. 85, 9,000. Now go 95. 95, say 10. At 9,500, bid 10. Advance us. La Chasse à l'Oiseau Bleu from 1969 at 19. There we go. 97.50 on the cut. Still looking for 10. 10,000. There it is. Say 11. 11,000. Bid 12. 12. Say 13. At 12, looking for 13,000. Come back in, Heritage Live. Say 13. 13,000. Bid 14. At 13, looking for 14. 14 I have, say 15. 14,000 is bid. Still with you, Heritage Live. Say 15,000. You've come this far. Keep it going. Advance us. Say 15,000. At 14, show me 15,000 or use that cut bid. Advance us to 14.5. 15,000 it is. We're going all the way. Say 16. At 15,000, bid 16. Heritage Live. Jump back in. Go for 16,000. Give it one more. Or I'll say, fair warning, at 15,000, 15.5 on the cut, come back in at 16. At 15,500, I need 16. Heritage Live, jump back in. Has to be 16 to advance. Let us continue at 16,000, or I'll say, fair warning, at 15,500 on the cut. 15.5, we'll take it. 7115, thank you. Lot number 40, what do we have?
3,700.
3,700, go for 38. At 3,700, bid 38, Heritage Live, jump back in. Chagall's Le Bouquet de l'Artiste for Derrière le Miroir from 1964. At 4,000 now with me, I need 42. 4,000 is bid with my advance bidder, go 4,200, Heritage Live, jump back in. Say 4,200, advance us, or use that cut bid as always. Take us to 41, 41, but 42 answers, say 44. At 4,200, still with my advance bidder, 44, 46, we'll say 48. At 46, still with my advance bidder, 48, 5,000 with me. I love you, John. At 5,000, go 5,500. At 5, bid 55, still with my advance bidder at 5,000, 5,500 now, go for 6. At 55, say 6, Heritage Live, jump back in. Show me 6,000, advance us. As always, you use that cut bid once per bidder per lot. There we go, 5,750, go for 6. At 5,750, we're on that cut bid. It has to be 6 to continue, so jump back in. Heritage Live, 6,000, go 65. 6,000 is bid, make it 6,500. Come back in for the Chagall at 65. Give it one more, Heritage Live. Take us there. Show me 6,500, or I'll say fair warning here at 6,000. 6,000, Heritage Live. 7116, thank you. Lot 41, moving on into Salvador Dali. What do we have? 7,750, bid 8. 7,750, starting off on that cut bid here, we have Le Bestiaire de La Fontaine. This is a complete portfolio here of 12 works from 1974. At 7,750, advance us to 8. I'm on that cut bid. It has to be 8 to continue, so jump back in, Heritage Live. Show me 8,000. Advance us to 8,000 for this complete portfolio of 12. Le Bestiaire de La Fontaine, Salvador Dali. Show me 8,000, or at 7,750 on the cut. I can sell it, but I've got 8,085 now. Who will say 9? At 85, bid 9, Heritage Live, jump back in. 8,500. It's still here with my advance bidder. I need 9,000. Heritage Live, give it one more. 8,750, but 9,000 still here with me. Who will say 95? And 9,000. Bid 9,500, come back in. As I said, complete portfolio here of 12 works at 9,000. With my advanced bidder, it's against you online. Jump back in, Heritage Live, give it one more. Show me 9,500, or I'll say fair warning at 9,000. 9,000 to the internet. Lot number 42, what do we have? 5,500 now, but I've got a prior 55 who will say 6. 6,000 with Jalen. Let's go for 65. 65. 7,000 still with Jalen. Who will say 75? At 7,000, bid 75. Come back in for Dali's Stillness of Time from the Time series, 1976. At 7,000, it's with Jalen on the internet. It's against you, Heritage Live. So come back in. 72.50 on the cut, Heritage Live. Who will say 75? 72.50. Looking for 7,500 to continue. Unless I see 7,500. I'll say, fair warning, at 7,250, but I've got 75, Heritage Live, bid 8. 7,500, say 8,000, take us there, Heritage Live. Give it one more. Go to 8,000 or use that cut bid to advance us if you still have one left. Always use it. At 7,500, go for 8, or I'll say fair warning at 75. 8,000, go 85. 8,000 with Heritage Live, fighting for this one, say 8,500. Come back in. Advance us, Heritage Live. If that was you at 7,500, let's give it one more. Go for 85. Only a little bit more. At 8,000, 8,500, say 9. 8,500, bid 9,000, Heritage Live, come back in. 8,500. Show me 9,000. Give it one more, Heritage Live. Unless I see it, I'll say fair warning at 8,500. 8,500, Heritage Live. 7110, thank you. Lot 43, what do we have? 5,250, 5,500 now, say 6. I've got 6,000 here with Jalen, who will say 65. 65, Heritage Live, go for 7. At 6,500, bid 7. Dolly's Lincoln and Dolly Vision from 1977, bid 7,000. At 6,500, with Heritage Live, it's against you elsewhere on the internet, say 7,000. Advance us. Jump back in, bid 7. Take us there. At 6,500, I can sell it, and I will, unless I see that advance to 7,000 or you use that cut bid. Fair warning at 6,500. 6,500. 7110, Heritage Live. Lot number 44, what do we have?
11,000.
11,000, 13,000, who will say 14? At 13, bid 14, 14, 15 I have, say 16. 15,000 is bid, it's with you online. I need 16 to advance for Salvador Dali's Manhattan Skyline from 1976. At 15,000, jump back in, say 16, Heritage Live. Take us there or use that cut bid. We'll go 15,500. At 15,000, show me 16, Heritage Live. Advance us. Go for 16,000. Or at 15,000, I can sell it. And I will, unless I see that advance, 16,000, but 17 answers, who will say 18. At 17,000, go for 18, Heritage Live. Jump back in, fight for this one, come back at 18,000, or use that cut bid to advance us. 18,000, 19,000 now, who will say 20? And 19,000, still with you online. I need 20 to continue. Who will say 20,000, Heritage Live, come back in at 19,000. It's with you for Dolly's Manhattan Skyline. Say 20,000, or I'll say fair warning at 19, 20,000, but 21 comes in. Who will say 22? We're on that cut at 21,000. Don't let them cut you out. It has to be 22 to advance. So come back in, Heritage Live. Show me 22,000. 21. Give it one more. We've come this far. Let's say 22,000. Half an increment more. Go 22,000, or I'll say fair warning on the cut at 21. 21,000, Heritage Live. 7117, thank you. Lot 45.
6,750.
6,750 is bid. Who will say 7? Starting off on that cut at 6,750, I need 7 to advance for Dolly's Le Dîner de Gala. Another complete portfolio here, 12 works in here at 6,750, bid 7,000. Jump back in, Heritage Live, say 7,000 to advance us. This portfolio from 1978 at 6,750 on the cut. It has to be 7 to advance. So show me 7,000, Heritage Live. Take us there. Give it one more. Bid 7,000 to advance. Press that button now for the complete portfolio. Or it's 6,750. I can sell it, and I will unless I see that advance. Fair warning. 6,750 it is to the internet. Lot 46. What do we have?
25,000.
Looking for 25,000, Heritage Live. Come back in at 25,000 to start us off. This is, of course, Francis Bacon's triptych from 1983. Looking for 25,000. Jump back in. A quintessential Bacon work here. The composition lends itself beautifully to print. That smooth, even background, show-stopping orange. Bid 25,000. Looking for 25,000, 25,000, Heritage Live. Who will say 26? 25,000 is bid. Say 26. Advance us. Typical figure here we see of his muse, George Dyer, looking for 26,000. In that hallmark contorted pose that everyone recognizes, of course, as essentially Bacon. At 25,000 on Heritage Live, looking for 26 to advance. Unless I see it, I'll say fair warning. At 25,000, 25,000, Heritage Live. 7118, thank you. Lot number 47.
3,900.
3,900, 5,500, even better with Jalen, who will say 6. At 5,500, bid 6, Heritage Live. Come back in for Juan Miro's Barcelona from 1972, 1973. At 5,500, 6,000, Heritage Live. Go for 65. At 6,000, bid 6,500, Advance Us. Come back in. At 6,000, it's against you elsewhere on the internet, and it's against you on the phones. I need 65 or that cut bid to advance. Heritage Live, jump back in. Show me 65, or I'll say fair warning at 6,000. 6,000. Heritage Live. 7119. Lot number 48.
8250.
8,250, bid 85. Starting off on that cut once more, I need 85 to advance, so come back in, Heritage Live. Miro's La Femme Angora from 1969. 8,500, 9,000 ahead of you, who will say 95. 95, 10,000, still with me, 11,000, Heritage Live, bid 12. At 11, 12,000 now, say 13. 12,500 on the cut, still with you, Heritage Live. 13,000, let's make it 14. At 13,000, bid 14, Advance Us. La Femme Angora by Juan Miro. Go 14,000, or use that cut bid. Take us to 13,500. Heritage Live, Advance Us. At 13,000, I can sell it, and I will unless I see that advance. Fair warning at 13,000. 13,000, Heritage Live. 7120. Lot 49.
13,500.
13,500, who will say 14? Starting off on that cut bid here at 13,500 with my advance bidder. I've got Miro's Le Petite Rose from 1974, and I'm at 15,000 now, who will say 16? At 15,000, it's here with my advance bidder. It's against you online. It's against you on the phones. Come back in at 16,000. 15,000, bid 16, Heritage Live, or use that cut bid, advance us to 15,500. 15,000. Looking for 16, jump back in, 15,500, but 16 still here with me, who will say 17. 16,000, still with my advance bidder, still against you, Heritage Live, so fight for it. Let's give it one more. Say 17,000, Advance Us. Use that cut bid if you have one left. We'll go 16,500. At 16,000, show me 17, Heritage Live, or I'll say fair warning with my advance bidder at 16. 16,000 to the internet. Lot number 50.
18,500.
18,500, 19,000, 20,000 now, who will say 22, 21, 22, say 24. At 22,000, bid 24, Advance Us, Miro's La Femme Toupie from 1974. At 22,000, it's with you online, who will say 24? Come back in at 24,000, Advance Us, Heritage Live. Hi. Becca's here in the room with Bebe. At 22,000, Heritage Live, say 24, Advance Us, or use that cut bid, take us to 23. At 22,000, who will say 24? Unless I see that 24,000, I'll say fair warning here at 22. 22,000, 23 under the wire, and 24 answers. Who will say 26? At 24,000, looking for 26, Heritage Live, jump back in for La Femme Toupie. I need 26. Or use that cut, Heritage Live, or I'll say fair warning at 24,000. 24,000. 7121, Heritage Live. Lot 51, what do we have?
4,000.
4,000, 46, even better. Who will say 48? At 46,000, bid 48 to advance 48, 5,000, now go 55. 55, bid 6. 55, looking for 6 for Juan Miro's Trace Swans from 1978. At 6,000, bid 65. At 6,000, looking for 6,500, come back in, Heritage Live, for our last Miro of this morning. At 6,000, who will say 65? Come back in or use that cut bid, Advance Us to 6,250. At 6,000, I can sell the Miro, and I will, unless I see our advance. Fair warning, at 6,000, 6,000, Heritage Live. 7122, lot number 52, our first Joan Mitchell of the day. What do we have?
7750.
10,000, let's say 11. At 10,000, bid 11 to advance for Tree 1 from 1992. At 10,000, it's with you on Heritage Live. I need 11, so come back in. Show me 11,000, Advance Us. 11,000, say 12. 11,000, bid 12. Use that cut bid. You're feeling brave, but I'd say go all the way to 12,000. 11,000 with Heritage Live. Say 12. 11,500 on the cut, looking for 12,000 still. At 11,500, bid 12, Heritage Live, come back in, don't let them cut you out. At 11,500, has to be 12 to advance. Come back in, say 12,000. Take us there, Heritage Live, show me 12. Or I'll say fair warning on the cut at 11,500. 11,500. 7,123, thank you. At 53, what do we have?
4,000.
4,000, bid 42. At 4,000, looking for 4,200, Robert Motherwell's Three Figures from 1989, large print here as well, 55 by 40. At 4,000, say 42. At 4,000, looking for 4,200, come back in, Heritage Live, advance us, bid 42,000. Take us there, show me 42, or use that cut bid, advance us to 41. At 4,000, bid 42, give it one more, Heritage Live, or at 4,000, 42, who will say 44. At 4,200, still with you, Heritage Live, bid 44, advance us. Take us there, or use that cut bid. We'll go to 43, or I'll say fair warning at 4,200. 4,200, Heritage Live. 7,124. All right, lot number 54, a lot of interest here. Our Joan Mitchell Sunflowers 1, what do we have?
32,000.
32,000, who will say 34? At 32,000, looking for 34,000 to advance. Who will come in at 34? Who's it going to be? A lot of agents in the room. I need 34,000. At 32, bid 34. Use that cut bid 34,000 with Hannah, who will say 36. At 34,000, bid 36. 36 with Frank, looking for 38 now. At 36,000, who will say 38? Advance us. At 36,038, Heritage Live. Against you on the phones, will you say 40? 40,000 with Frank, who will say 42. At 40,000, it's on the phones with Frank Hedig. I need 42 to advance. Who will say 42? Hannah says 42. Who will say 44? At 42,000, 44 back with Frank, looking for 46 now. At 44,000, bid 46 to advance. Who will say it first? Hannah at 46. 46,000 is bid. It's on the phones with Hannah. 48 back with Frank. Go for 50. At 48,000 with Frank on the phones. Heritage Live, what do you say to 50,000? At 48, bid 50. Come back in. I would accept a cut to 49,000 as well. At 48,000, bid 50. Advance us. Come back in. How many fantastic female artists do you have in your collection? Probably not enough. You need a Joan Mitchell. At 48,000, say 50. It's on the phones with Frank. It's against you online. 50,000 with Lauren in a new place, who will say 55. At 50,000 with Lauren on the phones. 55 back with Frank. A cut 52,500 with Frank on the phones. 52,005 with Frank on the phones, looking for 55. 52,500 with Frank on the phones, looking for 55 to advance. 55 back with Lauren. Frank, what do you say to 60? 55,000 with Lauren's phone bidder, looking for 60,000 to advance. For Sunflowers number 1, monumental diptych from 1992. I need 60,000. It's on the phones with Lauren's bidder at 55,000. It's against you online. It's against you on the rest of the phones. Come back in at 60,000. Or use that cut bid, or I'll say fair warning, unless I see that advance. At 55,000, we've got 57,500 with Mary Catherine in a new place, who will say 60. 60,000 Heritage Live getting involved, who will say 65. At 60,000 with Heritage Live, what do the phones say to 65,000? 60,000 against all of you on the phones, who will say 65. 60,000 with you, Heritage Live, looking for 65,000 to advance. Online at 60. 65 back with Lauren on the phones. Heritage Live, what do you say to 70? 65,000, bid 70 to advance. 65,000. It's on the phones with Lauren. It's against you online. It's against the rest of the phones. I need 70,000 who will come back in and fight for 70. We've come this far. Go 70,000. Desiree, what do you say to 70? I would take that cut bid as well. At 65,000 with Lauren on the phones. Unless I see 70,000, I'll say fair warning. 65,000. Lauren. 7515. Congratulations. And with that, I will hand you all over to Adam Williams for the remainder of the sale. Happy bidding and good luck.
Thank you, Peyton. Beautiful job as always. We'll pick up where she left off at lot number 55, Heritage Live. Get those bitter fingers ready here. So lot 55, Ellsworth Kelly Philodendron 2 from 1984. I'll take anyone here at $5,500 next. 52.5, looking for 5,500. Give me to 55, Heritage Live. Let's go 5,500. 52.50 we have here, and we can sell it for 52.5. That's on the cut bid. So I'm not asking for an extra 500, just 250 more here to start us off at $5,500. Otherwise, it's 52.50. And we can sell it here at 52.5 unless I see one more at $5,500. It's your last chance. Fair warning. Fair warning to you, Heritage Live and Phones. Last chance. All the bids on that one in advance of today's sale. It's the internet. Starting with a Donald Judd here for you. This is the untitled work for the woodcut this time. Starting the bid here at 65. Let's go $6,500. I'll take 65. $7,000. 7,000 out of it, 75. Let's go $7,500 next. Hannah, let's go 75. 7,000, 7,500. She's in at 75 here in the room at 7,500. Let's go 8,000 next. 8,000. You're in Heritage Live. 8,000 here. So 85. 85. Back in at 85. $8,500 here to bid 9,000 next. $9,000. Heritage Live at 9. 9,000, go 95. 9,500. 9,500. She's back in. The Donald Judd here at 95. 95 here. Not with you, Heritage Live. It's in the room with us at $9,500. Let's go 10,000. Last opportunity here for a $500 bid. Let's go one more to 10,000. 95, not a bid, 10,000. Any advance here to 10, $9,500. Last chance. And fair warning, I'll say fair warning to you here, Heritage Live. We're going to sell it on the phones. I'll take one more from you, otherwise selling it. 9,500. Hannah, 95. 7501. Thank you. Thank you, phone bidder, for me. Thank you, Heritage Live as well. Lot number 57. Moving on to Frank Stella. Star of Persia 1. From 1967, the lithograph here is $4,000. $4,000 to bid $4,200 next. I'll take 42. 4 and out of bid 42. 4,000 to say 4,200. 4,000 out of bid 42. Anywhere else here at 4,200? 41. 42 against you though. You tried that cut bid, Heritage Live. Come back in here at 44. Still in these $200 bids here. Just another 200 more to bid 44. Already here with me at 42. Let's go 44 next. Anywhere else at 44? Thank you, Heritage Live. 44 and you're in. 44, that beats the book. I'm out of money up here. Let's go 46. Anywhere else at $4,600. Heritage Live. Yours now at 44, asking 46. Last chance and fair warning. All bids in now selling. Frank Stella here for $4,400 unless I see 46. Last chance. And that's going to be 4,400. 7125. Thank you, Heritage Live. Beautiful Jasper Johns here. This is lot number 58. Flag from 1969. And already bidding up to 16,005. Go 17 next. 18,000 already. 18 here to bid 19. Let's go 19,000. $1,000. 19, 20. 20 to bid 22. 22, 24, now 26. Heritage Live. Keep going. Jasper Johns here to 26,000. 24 to bid 26. Where do I see 26,000? It's 24 here, Heritage Live. 26. Thank you. You're in at 26 to bid 28. Let's go 28. Looking for one more here to $28,000. Let's go 28, Heritage Live. What do you say? One more to 28. Otherwise, it's 26. Or I'll take your cut bid at 27. Use that before you go. Otherwise, we're selling it here at $26,000 unless I see one more. Last chance and fair warning. All bids in here, Heritage Live, selling it at 26,000. And down it goes, 26. 7101. Welcome back. Thank you, Heritage Live. Lot number 59. First of a couple beautiful and large Kenneth Nolans here. This is Doors and Ghosts. This is the black version. Again, 78 by 42 and a quarter inches. Nice large size here. We've already got 3,000. Let's go 32. 3 and out of bid 32 next. 3 and out of bid 32. Take me to 32. Looking for 32. Looking for $3,200. 3 and out of bid 32. 3,000 out of bid 32. Looking for one more here to 32. Last chance and fair warning, all bids in here. Very large Kenneth Nolan at $3,200 next. It's your last call. Fair warning, $3,000. The internet. Lot number 60, same size as the last, this time red. And starting here again, 3,000 on the order bid. It's with me here at 3,000. 3,000 out of bid 32. Heritage Live, jump in at $3,200. 3 out of bid 32. 3,000 out of bid 32. 3,000 here, nice large print at $3,200 next. 3 out of bid 32. Are we all through and all done? All bids in here selling at $3,000 to the order bid. Last chance, fair warning, 3,000. Lot number 61, back to Frank Stella. Polar coordinates, time number 7 of the series, and 10,500. 10,5. 10,5 go 11. Let's go 11 next. 11,000. Do 11,000. 10,5, not a bit 11. Starting off on the half bid, Frank's in at 11. 12 against you, Frank. Here with me at 12. 13 next. 13. He's in at 13. I'm out. 13 here. In the room at 13,000. Go 14. Heritage Live, come back in here at 14,000. 13 out of bid 14,000. Try again here for 14. $13,000 here in the room, not with you, Heritage Live. I'll ask you again for $14,000. Otherwise, we're going to sell it here at 13. It's your last call. Fair warning, all bids in now. Selling. Frank's bidder. Frank, that's you. 7.5. Yes. 1.4. Thank you. 62. I'll write that down. I have a feeling I'll have to know that later. Another Frank Stella. And same as the last, 10.5. Let's go 11. Frank, what do you think about this one? Let's go 11,000. 10.5, not a bit 11. Let's go one more here to 11,000. 10.5, not a bit 11,000. Looking for one more to 11. Frank says he's out, so that's you, Heritage Live. There you go, 12 against you. Go 13. Let's go 13,000. 12,000 here to bid 13. Asking one more to 13,000. 12, not a bid 13. 12 and a half. Prior 12.5. You hear that word, Heritage Live. You know exactly what to do. Just one more from you. Let's go one more. Already on the books at 12.5. That was a prior bid. 13. Thank you. You're in, Heritage Live. 13,000. 13, not a bid 14. Anyone else here at 14? 13.5. Another cut bid out there on Heritage Live. 14 is next. Back in here, Heritage Live. You got to take advantage of the other half of that cut bid. 500 more, try to 14,000. 13 and a half, not a bid 14. Where do I see any more to 14,000? Last chance and fair warning. And I can sell it here at 13.5 unless I see one more. Thank you, Heritage Live. You're back in at 14. Go 15. 15,000 next. 14, not a bid 15. Try another $1,000 here. Used your cut bids. We've got a couple out there that used their cut bids. Think about it here. Go another $1,000. Otherwise, we can sell it at 14. What do you say, Heritage Live? It's your last chance. Fair warning, all bids in, selling it now here, 14,000. And that's going to be 14. 71.25. Enjoy that, Heritage Live. Lot 63, the large Frank Stella Moby Dick engravings series. 73.5 inches by 54 and a little bit more. 82.50 to bid 85. 85, 85, 9,000 here. 9,000, 95, 95, 10 here to bid 11. 11, 12 here. Go 13. 13,000. Thank you, Heritage Live. You're in at 13,000. 13, that I bid 14. 13, now to say 14 next. Anyone else at 14? Heritage Live. Is it only you? 13,000 out of bid 14. Anyone else here at 14,000? Or I'll take 13.5. You got to use your cut bids on this one as well here, Heritage Live. Otherwise, we're going to sell it. The very large Frank Stella selling now here for $13,000 unless I see 14. Last chance. That's going to be 13,000. 7115. Number 64, first looked at scene of the day. This is Haystack number 1 from 1969. And started the bidding at 82.50. Nice yellow print here. 82.50 to bid 85. Get me to 85 next. 82.50. 85. Thank you, Heritage Live. $8,500, not a bid 9,000. 85, not a bid 9. Who's left at 9,000? 85 to bid 9. Come again here, Heritage Live, for 9,000. 85. Looking for one more to 9, or I'll take 87.50. Another 250 may do it. Otherwise, we can sell it here at $8,500 unless I see one more to 9,000. It's your last chance and fair warning. All bids in. Selling it now here, Heritage Live, 85. 9,000. A new place online. Jalen's bidder has it on Artsy at $9,000. I'll take 95. 92.50. They use their cut bid. 92.50 now asking 95. I'll take anywhere else on the internet on the phone or another bid on Heritage Live here, I'll take 9,500. Otherwise, it's 9,250. Jalen, I'll say fair warning. Last call. All bids in here now and selling 9,250. 9,250. Heritage Live. 7126. Thank you. Lot number 65. Like to see it again by Centennial Print. And 7750, popular one here, 7750, 85. 85 here to bid 9. Let's go 9,000. 85, not a bid 9,000 next. 85, I'll take 9. Let's go 9,000. 8,500, I'll take 9. Anywhere else here at 9,000. 85, not a bid 9. Last chance here for $9,000. Otherwise, selling it at 85, unless I see one more from you, Heritage Live. What do you say? Last call. And that'll go for 85. Internet. Number 66, beautiful Lichtenstein. This is a nice large one here, nicely framed as well. State proof. It's 102 inches wide and $24,000 starts us off. 26, 26, 28, 28, not a bid 30,000. 28, not a bid 30. I'll take 30 anywhere else here at 30,000. Beautiful print here at 30. 29, 30 against you. Go 32. Try again here, Heritage Live for 32. 30,000 here to bid 32. Where do I see 32,000? I'll take it anywhere else here on the phones or on Heritage Live for $32,000. Otherwise, we can sell it at 30,000 unless I see one more. What do you say here, Josie? At 32. Last chance and fair warning. All bids in. There you are, 32. I knew somebody else was out there. Heritage Live, you're in at 32. Thank you for 32,000 out of bid 34. Let's go 34. 32 to bid 34. Heritage Live has it at 32. Anyone else here at 34,000? Or I'll take 33. The cut bid's available too. Anyone can use that at 33. Otherwise, we can sell it here at 32,000. And your last chance and fair warning, selling it now 32. All bids in and selling 32,000. 7115. Thank you, Heritage Live. Lot number 67 starts a nice group here, electric chair Warhols. And we do have an additional note on lot number 67, which if you're watching on Heritage Live, everything you see is correct on your screen. We did have the wrong edition number there in our catalog, but we've changed those out and changed the pictures and everything. So everything that you see online on HA Live is correct and ready to go here at 10,500 for the first one. 10,005, not a bit 11,000. I'll take 11. 10 and a half, not a bit 11,000. We have 10,005. I'll take $11,000 next. The first Warhol electric chair of the day. Let's go 11,000. 10.5, not a bit 11. Last chance here for a $500 bid, Heritage Live. 11,000. Prior 11,000. Again, you heard that word prior. You know exactly what to do. $12,000 is next here, Heritage Live. When you hear the word prior, that means that was already their bid placed in advance of today's sale. So just need one more from you. Perfect opportunity to use the cut bid at 11.5. I would take that before you go here, Heritage Live. Just 500 more, and it can be yours. Otherwise, we'll sell it to the order bid, the prior bid here at $11,000, unless I see anyone else at 11.5. It's your last chance. Fair warning, all bids in. Selling it now here at 11,000. And John, that's you. Internet. All right, Heritage Live, jump in here on this one. The pink example this time. 11,005 we already have. 11.5, 12,000. 12,000 out of bid 13. Looking for 13,000. 12,000 out of bid 13. I'll take 13 next. Any advance here to 13,000. 12 now to bid 13. Last chance here for 13,000. 12 and a half, not a bid 13. Come back in here on the pink one at 13,000. 12.5, not a bid 13. Looking for one more here, 13,000. 12 and a half, not a bid 13. Last chance. And fair warning, all bids in and selling 12,500 unless I see one more. 12,500. 7127 for your real life Barbie dream house. Lot number 69. Another great yellow one here. Starting the bid at 10,500. 10.5, not a bid 11. Let's go 11,000. $11,000 next. I'll take 11. 10 and a half, not a bid 11. There it is, 11, but a prior 11. You heard that word, 11.5. Smart bidder out there on Heritage Live. 11.5, not a bid 12. 11 and a half, not a bid 12,000 next. Anyone else here at 12,000? 11.5, not a bid 12. Any advance to 12,000? Last chance and fair warning. All bids in. Selling it now here at 11,500. 12,000. 12,000 out of bid 13. Keep going. Go 14 next. 13,000 out of bid 14. 13,000. I'll take 14 now, Heritage Live. What do you say to 14,000? 13 out of bid 14. Are we all through and all done? Selling it now, Heritage Live, to you at $13,000. 13 and a half. Multiple bidders out there still with their cut bid. Just need the other half of that, Heritage Live. Go 14. Make up the other half there. Go another 500. 13.5, not a bid 14. Last chance here for $14,000. Selling it at 13 and a half. Last chance and fair warning. Down it goes here, 13,500. And sold, 13,005. 71.28. Lot number 70, continuing the Warhol section here. Louis Brandeis from 10 Portraits of Jews of the 20th Century from 1980. And 10,500 we have already. Go 11. 11,000, 12,000. Go 13. I'll take 13. 12, not a bid, 13,000 next. 13,000. Go 14. 14,000 now. 13,000 out of bid 14. Try again here for 14,000. 13 out of bid 14. 13 and a half, go 14. Heritage Live, come back in here, 14. 14,000, now 15. Let's go 15 next. I'll take 15,000. 14 out of bid 15. You've used your cut bid. Come back in here at 15,000. Still in these $1,000 bids here, looking for 15. 14 out of bid 15. Last chance and fair warning. I'm selling it now, $14,000, unless I see anywhere at 15. 14 and a half. There's their cut bid. Go 15 now. Again, just need the other half here, Heritage Live. Looking for one more here to 15,000. 14.5, not a bid 15. Usually that cut bid means they might be slowing down here. It's your opportunity to jump in here at 15,000. 14 and a half, not a bid 15. Last chance. Fair warning, do not leave here with any regrets today, Heritage Live. There you go, 15,000. 15 to bid 16. I'll take 16,000 next. You've used your cut bid. Now you have to make a decision here, Heritage Live. Let's go $16,000 next. 15 out of bid 16. It's a fair warning to you and selling at $15,000 here unless I see 16. There you are, 16. Heritage Live, 16,000. Go 17. I'll take 17 next. 16,000 of bid 17. Try again here. Or if you haven't used that cut bid yet, try it at 16.5. Otherwise, we're going to sell it at $16,000 unless I see one more. Last chance and fair warning here, Heritage Live, selling it $16,000. And 16 it is. 71.29. Enjoy that, Heritage Live. Number 71, Warhol, of course, from Campbell's Soup Series. This is Pepper Pot. 20,000. 20 now to bid 22. 20, I'll take 22. We have 20,000 here with me, looking for 22 next. $20,000 bid, looking for 22. Where do I see 22,000? 20 now to bid 22. Last chance and fair warning for you to jump back in here at $22,000, Heritage Live. Otherwise, we're going to sell it at 20 to the order bid. Last chance and fair warning. John's bidder on the internet. 20,000. Number 72. After the party, Warhol again, 28,000. 28 not a bid 30. Let's go $30,000. Looking for 30,000. 30,000 next. 28 not a bid 30,000. Always a popular print here, looking for 30,000. 28 not a bid 30. I'll take anyone else here at 30,000. 28 to say 30. It's your last chance and fair warning to jump in on this one here at Heritage Live. 30,000 against you. 29 to bid 30, and we have it. 30 here. 30 up front. It's the order bid at $30,000. I need you back in at 32. Thank you, Heritage Live. You're in. 32. 32 to bid 34. Who else is out there for 34,000? 32 now to bid 34 next. I'll take 34 from you, Heritage Live. Jump back in here at 34,000. 32 now to bid 34. Are we all through and all done? All bids in. Selling it now here. $32,000. Last chance. Fair warning. And 32. That's you, Heritage Live. 71.30. Lot number 73. Santa Claus, of course, from Myths. 25,000. 25 not a bid 30, or sorry, $26,000 is all we need next. 26. There you go. Thank you. 28 against you. 28 not a bid 30. Let's go 30,000. 30,000. Prior 30,000. This comes from the estate of Stacy Snyder here in Dallas, Texas. We sold a lot of her prints in the last Prints and Multiples auction. Hugely successful. Nice provenance here to have this one at $32,000 next. 30 not a bid 32. 30 not a bid 32. Anyone else here at 32,000? 30,000 here to bid 32. It's your last chance at 32,000. Otherwise, we're going to sell it here from Myths, Santa Claus, at $30,000. It's your last chance and fair warning. All bids in at $30,000 now and selling unless I see one more from you, Heritage Live. Last chance, no regrets. And that's going to be 30,000. the internet. Incredible example here. This is lot number 74. Mickey Mouse from Myths again. Beautiful diamond dust example this time. 165. Let's go 170,000 next. 165 to bid 170. Let's go 170,000. Heritage Live. Your turn to jump in here to 170,000. 165, not a bid 170. Looking for 170 next. Anyone else here on the phone on this one at 170,000? 165, not a bid 170. Kay, do I have a phone on this one? 165, not a bid 170. Any advance here to 170,000, or all the bids here placed in advance of today's sale at 165. It's your last chance. And fair warning, selling it now here at 165 unless I see 170. And down it goes 165. To the internet bid. Enjoy that. Lot number 75. The Warhol UN stamp. And 48 is where we're going to start. $4,800. 5,000. Prior 5. 5,000. 55. Keep going. 6,000. Jalen's in at 6. Online at 6,000 to bid 65. It's on the internet. 6,000. Let's go 65. I'm out of money up here, Heritage Live. It's your time. Looking for 65 next. 6,000 out of bid 65. For the Warhol here at 6,500. Otherwise selling it at $6,000 unless I see one more. It's your last chance and fair warning. All bids in. Selling it now here at $6,000 unless I see one more. Jalen, that's you. 6,000. 6801. Lot number 76. Warhol Sidewalk from 1983. 29. Let's go 30. 30,000. 32. 32 out of bid 34. 32 to say 34 next. Any advance here to 34,000. 32 out of bid 34. Take me to $34,000. Anywhere else here at 34? Otherwise, we're going to sell it at 32. It's your last chance and fair warning here, Heritage Live. Looking at you. Go one more. Otherwise, selling it at $32,000 to the internet bid at 32. And 32 to the internet. Number 77. Martha Graham. The Warhol again. Original photographs by Barbara Morgan, of course. And $11,000 out of bid 12. 12,000. 13,000. 13,000 out of bid 14. 14,000. 15,000. Go 16. 16 with you, Heritage Live at 16. I'm out and you're in. 16,000 to bid 17. Anyone else here at 17,000? 16 out of bid 17 next. I'll take $17,000. Thank you, Heritage Live. 17. Go 18. 17 to bid 18,000. I'll take 18. Anywhere else at 18,000? 17. Let's go 18. Or I'll take 17 and a half. You've got that cut bid, Heritage Live. Come back in with that. It's 17.5. Otherwise, selling it at $17,000 unless I see one more. Last chance and fair warning. All bids in. 18,000. Thank you, Heritage Live. You're back in at 18. Go 19 next. I'll take 19. Looking for one more here at 19. Martha Graham series, the first one here in the sale, 18 and a half. There's their cut bid. Now go 19. Looking for 19 next. 18.5. At a bid 19. Looking for one more here to 19. Last chance here, Heritage Live. I'll sell it for 18.5 unless I see one more to 19,000. Are we all through? All done. All bids in and selling at 18.5 and 18.5. 7131. Lot number 78. Another one from the same series here. 17,500. My favorite of the group, probably. 19, out of bid 20,000. 19 out of say 20. Let's go 20,000 next. 19,000 out of bid 20,000. 20,000, 22. 22 here to bid 24. 22 with me, go 24 next. I'll take 24,000. 22 to say 24. What do you say, Heritage Live? Come back in here for 24,000. 22 to bid 24. Or I'll take 23. That's your cut bid and available to you here, Heritage Live. Otherwise, the order bid has it. Here with me at $22,000 and we can sell it. Last chance, fair warning. All bids in now and selling 22. And that's going to be 22,000. Number 79. Another great one from Martha Graham here. Letter to the World, The Kick. And it starts here at 30,000. 32, 34, 34 here. 36. 36,000. 38,000. Go 40,000. 40,000. 42 here. Go 44. 44. 45. That's their cut bid. 46 is next. 46. Thank you, Heritage Live. You're in at 46,000. 46 to bid 48. I'll take anyone else here at 48. At 46 to bid $48,000 next. Anyone come back in at 48? 46 to bid 48 or 47. That's your cut bid. You can try that. There you go. 47. You got to try it before you go. 48 though. They had a quick answer for you, Heritage Live. Let's go back to 50. You go 50,000. The next bid's 55. You have the advantage here for a $2,000 bid. Let's go one more to 50. 48, now to bid 50,000. Try again here for 50. What do you say, Heritage Live? It's your last chance. Fair warning. Don't leave here with any regrets today. We're going to sell it. 50,000. 50,000. What do you say? 55. They're back in, Heritage Live. 55,000. 55. Let's go 60,000. I'll take 60 next from you here, Heritage Live. What do you say to 60,000? 55. They had a quick answer. Let's go 60. 50,000. Last chance. Fair warning. You can sell it here unless I see one more from you. You can try 57.5 or 60,000. There it is. 60. 60,000, now 65. Where do I see 65? 65 next. Heritage Live come in at 65. 60,000 out of bid 65. Are we all through and all done? All bids in here and selling at $60,000. 62.5. That's their cut bid. Heritage Live. Where's the quick answer? Need 65,000. They use their cut bid. Just need the other half of that from you. Let's go 65 next. 62.5. Let's go 65,000. You won't regret it here, Heritage Live. Looking for 65, 62 and a half, not a bid 65. Last chance. Fair warning, we can sell it here, Heritage Live. At 62.5, unless I see one more, it's your last chance and fair warning. There it is, 65,000. 65. Let's go 70,000. You've used that cut bid, Heritage Live. I'll give you another moment to think about it here to $70,000. You've come this far. It's 65, not a bid 70,000. Where do I see one more here to 70? 65, not a bid 70,000. Last chance and fair warning. All bids in. Selling it now here, Heritage Live, at $65,000 unless I see 70. Last chance. And that's going to be 65. It's a bidder number. 7131. Beautiful job, Heritage Live. Lot number 80, ladies and gentlemen. Highlight of today's sale here. The Warhol, Botticelli, Birth of Venus. The rare yellow example. And a beautiful one all around. 175,000. You've seen it here at our Dallas Art Fair preview in Dallas, as well as in our gallery. Let's go $180,000 next. 175, not a bid 180 next. I'll take 180. Anywhere else here at 180,000? 180. Hannah's bid 190 against you. Go 200. 200, but a prior 200. That beats all of you here at 2. I just need 220. Let's go 220,000. 220. 220. Hannah's bid are in at 220. 220 here to bid 240. Let's go 240 next. 230. 230 is their cut bid, Hannah. 240 now. 240. Looking for 240. At 240,000. What do you say? 10,000 more. It's a nice opportunity to make up that other half of the cut bid. I'll take anyone here at 240. 230. Now to bid 240. Looking for one more here to 240. 230, 240. Hannah's back in at 240. It's against you now here, Heritage Live. Go again. 240 here in the room. 240 to bid 260. I'll take 260,000 from you. Say to 260. Thank you, Heritage Live. 260. 260 here to bid 280. Looking for 280. I'll take either. Let's go to 180,000 next. 260 with our Heritage Live bidder. Thank you, Heritage Live. At 260 to bid 280,000. Try again here at 280. Asking the phones here. Looking for one more. What do you say, Hannah? You can try 270. That's the cut bid. Just 10,000 more. Otherwise, it's 260 to our Heritage Live bidder. And I'll say last call and fair warning. Heritage Live looks like you. Phone says no. Anyone else can jump in at 280. Otherwise, we're going to sell it at 260. Last chance and fair warning. All bids in. Heritage Live, 260,000. 7132. Beautiful print. Enjoy that. Thank you, Heritage Live. Thank you, Hannah, as well. Lot number 81. For Keith Haring's Lucky Strike, the green example, 12,500. Looking for 13 next. I'll take 13. 12.5, not a bid 13 next. 12,005. 13. 13 and some change. Let's count that as basically a prior here, Heritage Live. Let's go 14,000, thank you, 14,000. 14 out of bid 15. 14 out of bid 15. That was very sneaky, John. How dare you? 14,000, looking for 15. Let's try $15,000 next. I'll go one more here to 15. $14,000 out of bid 15,000. There you go, Heritage Live. You're in at 15. 15 to bid 16. Let's go 16,000. 16,000. 16 out of bid 17. 17,000, Heritage Live. What do you say? 16 and a half. Now 17. Where do I see 17,000? 16 and a half. That's their cut bid, Heritage Live. Just need the other half of that. 17,000. What do you say? One more to 17. 16 and a half. Not a bid 17,000. Last chance. Fair warning. All bids 17. In. Thank you. 17. You're back in at 17,000. Not a bid 18. Where do I see 18,000? 17. Not a bid 18 next. Looking for one more here to 18. 18,000. Go 19. 19,000 next. Came back in here, Heritage Live at 18,000. Need 19 from you. Try one more here to 19,000. Otherwise, it's 18, and I can sell it here at $18,000 unless I see one more to 19. Last chance at fair warning. All bids in now and selling. Thank you, 19. 19,000. Heritage Live, go 20. Let's go 20,000. Increments change to 2,000 after that. It's your chance here for a $1,000 bid. Let's go 20,000. 19 out of bid 20. 20,000. Thank you. 20,000 out of bid 22. Anyone else here at $22,000? 22,000. They said yes to 22. Let's go 24. Keith Haring, Lucky Strike. Let's go $24,000. 22 out of bid 24. What do you say here, Heritage Live? I can sell it for 22 unless I see $24,000. It's your last chance. And fair warning, all bids in here now and selling at $22,000. Last chance. And 22,000. 7133. On number 82. For another Keith Haring from Pop Shop. And $29,000 starts us off. Let's go 30. 29 out of bid 30,000. Beautiful strong colors here on this one. 29 out of bid 30,000. Let's go 30. 29 out of say 30,000. Any advance to 30,000. Starting off on that cut bid. 30,000, but a prior 30. Go one more here, Heritage Live. It's 30,000 against you. That's the order bid prior, already written there on the books. Let's go 32 next. I'll take one more from you. 32, thank you. 32,000 out of bid 34. 32 to bid 34. Let's go 34. Anyone else here at 34? I'm out up here. It's all you, Heritage Live. 33, their cut bid. Now try 34. Let's go 34 next. Back to 34 here, Heritage Live. Try again for 34,000. 33 and out of bid 34. Last chance and fair warning. All bids in and selling at $33,000 on the cut bid with no advance to 34. Last chance and fair warning. And that's going to be 33. 7134. Nice job, Heritage Live. On number 83 for the Larry Rivers Mixed Media. Out of an addition of $32,000. $2,000 out of bid $2,200. $2,000 out of bid 22. Looking for 22. 2,000 out of bid 22. 2,000, I'll take 22. Anywhere else here at $2,200? Otherwise, selling it at 2,000. Last chance and fair warning. All bids in. And that's going to be 2. The internet. Number 84. Keith Haring, Best Buddies. This one from 1990. Another great image here. I like the colors on this one as well. $25,000 out of bid 26. Where do I see 26 next? 25,000 here with me, go 26. Up front with me at 25. I'll take 26. It's the internet bid at 25,000, looking for 26. Where do I see one more to 26,000? Otherwise, it's your last chance and fair warning here, Heritage Live. I can sell it to the order bid at 25 unless I see one more at 26. And $25,000. All the bids today in advance of the sale, looking for number 85 next. The Robert Indiana. Starts a great section of Indianas here. The American Love. For the screen print, 65, $6,500, $8,500. Thank you, Heritage Live at 85. 85, not a bid 9,000. Take me one more to 9. 85, not a bid 9,000 next. Looking for one more to 9. 85, not a bid 9,000. Last chance here for 9. Otherwise, selling it at $8,500 unless I see 9,000. Last chance. Heritage Live, that's you. Number 86 for Amore, $52,500. Let's go $5,500. Looking for 55 next. I'll take anyone else here at 55. That's a built-in cut bid for you. Just need 250 more. Start us off here at 55. 55, 6,000 against you, Jalen. Try again for 65. 6,000 here to bid 65. I'll take 6,500. Anywhere else here at 65? 6, not a bid 65. Last chance. Fair warning. 65 ahead of you, Heritage Live. You tried to get one in there. Hannah's got it on the phone first at 65. I'll take 7,000 from you. 7,000. Thank you. Hannah goes 75. 75 next. 7,000 out of bid 75. 72.50. Now asking 75. Looking for 75. 75. There it is. 75, not a bid 8,000. 75, not a bid 8,000. Looking for one more here to 8. 75, not a bid 8,000. Last chance. Fair warning. All bids in here and selling here, Heritage Live. Jump back in here for $8,000. You use that cut bid. Come back in here at 8,000. Last chance. And fair warning, 7,500. That's going to sell 75. 71.35. Number 87, Robert Indiana Hope. And for the screen print here, 1,900 to bid 2,000 next. I'll take 2. 1,900 out of bid 2,000. 19 out of bid 2. 2,000. 2,000 out of bid 22. Let's go 2,200. 2,000 out of bid 22. Any advance here to $2,200. 2,000 out of bid 22. Are we all through and all done? All bids in. 22. Jalen's bidder has it now online. It's on Artsy at $2,200 to bid 24. 22 to say 24. 24 against you now. Try 26. 26 next. 2,400, 2,600, back online at 26. Go again, 28, still going online, Heritage Live. Jump in at 3,000. 3,000, there it is, 3. 3,000 now, 32. Try again for 32. Iconic Robert Indiana here, looking for 32. 3,000, 31. 31 now to bid 32. I'll take anyone else. 32. Jalen's got it online at 32. 33. That's their cut bid at 33. 34. Still going at 34. 36 is next. $3,400. Heritage Live. You've got it at 34. I'll ask anyone else for 36. Otherwise, it's fair warning. 3,600. 36. Thank you, Heritage Live. 36 now to bid 38. 38 now 4. 4,000 next. I'll take 4,000. 3,800 out of bid 4. Where do I see 4,000? 38 out of bid 4,000. $4,000 out of bid 42. Let's go 4,200. 4 out of bid 42. Last chance and fair warning at 4,000. 41. There's your cut bid at 41. Now 42. Try again for 42. Multiple competing bidders out there today with their cut bids. Try again for 42. That's just another $100, Heritage Live. Don't lose it over a $100 bid. Try again here for 4,200. 42. Jalen's back in. 44. Still going. Go 46. Any advance to 4,600? 4,600. Now 48. Let's go $4,800. 46 to bid 48. Try again here for 4,800. 46 out of bid 48. Last chance here for $4,800. 46, 48, now 5. Looking for 5,000 next. Try again for 5,000. 48 out of bid 5. Let's go $5,000. 48 out of bid 5,000. Last chance. Fair warning. 5,000. Thank you, Heritage Live. Go 55. Try 55 next. 5 out of bid 55. Where do I see 5,500? Otherwise, it's your last chance. Fair warning. All bids in here, Heritage Live. Selling it at 5,000. Last chance. And 5. 7136. Number 88. Another Indiana here. Hope, this time silver, starting at 16. 1650. Go 17. Take 1,700. 1,650 out of bid $1,700. Looking for one more here at 17. 1,650. 1,700. Go 18. I'll take 18 next. 18. Now 19. Let's go 19. Our estimate online and in the catalog is $6,000 to $8,000 here. Looking for 2,000. Keep going. Bid confidently here, Heritage Live. Worth much more. Let's go 22. 22 online. Go 24. Try again here for 24. 22 to bid 24. I'll take 24. 24 to bid 26. $600 next. 26. Go 28. 26 to bid 28. For 28. Try again for 2,800. 26 to bid 28. Last chance and fair warning to you all, $2,600. 28, back with you, Heritage Live. Against you now, Jalen. Try 3,000. 28 out of bid 3. 3,000, back online at 3. 3,000 now 32. Let's go 3,200. 3,200. 32 to bid 34. Let's go 34 next. 32 to bid 34. 34. 34 online. Back online at 34. It's against you, Heritage Live. Try 36. Try again here for 36. Just another couple $100 here, Heritage Live. Try again for 3,600. 34 out of bid 36. It's your last chance and fair warning. Selling it now here, Heritage Live, for 34. 36. Still going online. Jalen's bidder has a little more. 38. Now 4. Looking for one more here to 4. 38 and out of bid 4,000. Try again here for 4,000. It's 38. Selling it now. Last chance and fair warning. All bids in. Selling 3,800. 4,000. On the internet, 4,000. Go 42. 4,000 out of bid 42. 42. Go 44. I'll take 4,400 next. 4,200 to bid 44. Are we all through? All done. All bids in here now and selling at 4,200 to bid 44. Last chance. Fair warning. All bids in and selling. $4,200. 801. Lot number 89. The Robert Indiana, God is Love, from 2014. And for this example, $2,000 to bid 22. 2 out of bid 22. Let's try again here for 22. 2,000 to bid 2,200. 2,000 out of say 22. Last chance and fair warning. All bids in now and selling. $2,000. And down it goes to the internet. Lot number 90. 4 prints here in the lot for the American Dream number 2. And 24 to bid $2,500. Take me to 25. Jalen's got it 2,500. 25 out of bid 26. Where do I see 26 next? $2,500 online, out of bid 26. 25 out of bid $2,600. Try again here for 26. Last chance. 2,600. 25 now selling, unless I see 26. $2,500. 6801. Number 91, Jim Dine. And I'm starting the bidding here at 3,000. Pretty iconic here for a Jim Dine. Let's go 32. 3,000 out of bid 32. $3,200 next. Looking for one more here to 32. 3,000 out of bid 32. Out of an addition of 75. Looking for 32. 3,000 out of bid 32. Last chance. Fair warning. All bids in now selling. 3,000 and 3,000. Number 92. Great David Hockney here. Slow rise from 1993. This one for the lithograph starting at 15. 15,000. 15 and a half. 16,000 here. Go 17. 16 and a half, or 16 out of it, 17 next. Anywhere else here at 17,000. 16,000 up front with me. Looking for 17. I'll take 17. Looking for one more at 17,000. What do you say? Hannah's in at 17. 18 against you though. 18 with me. Go 19. Looking for 19. 19,000. 18 out of bid 19. Try again for 19. Anywhere else on Heritage Live, I'll take you at $19,000. Otherwise, it's 18,000 here with me. And we can sell it for $18,000. 19,000. 20,000 against you, Hannah. Try 22. 20,000 out of bid 22. Looking for 22. Or I'll take 21. You can use that cut bid at 21. 20,000 out of bid 21. Looking for 21 next. 20,000 out of bid 22, or I'll take anyone's cut bid at 21. Otherwise, we're going to sell it here at $20,000. Last chance and fair warning at 20,000. 20,000. Internet. On number 93, the Chuck Close Lucas from 1993. Started the bidding here at $10,000. 12,000. Prior 12,000. That's ahead of you all at 12,000. $13,000. 13 out of bid 14. 13,000 out of bid 14 next. I'll take anyone else here at 14. 13,000 online. Jalen's bidder has it at 13. Let's go 14,000. The book's out. Heritage Live, what do you say? I'll take 14 from you. Otherwise, it's $13,000. The Chuck Close here, and we're going to sell it at $13,000 unless I see any more to 14. Last chance. Fair warning. Jalen, that's your bidder, 13,000. Number 94, Anish Kapoor, the Untitled from Flow. And $4,600 starts us off. 4,800 out of bid 5,000 rather. Let's go 5. 48 and out of bid 5,000. I'll take 5. Anywhere else here at 5,000? 48 and out of bid 5. You go 5,000. He has to go 55. That's your advantage here. Is you get a $200 bid before they change increments here. Try again for 48 and out of bid 5,000. Last chance here for $5,000. And selling 48. 6801. Lot number 95, the Jeff Koons puppy. 41. Let's go 42. 42. How much? 7,000. $7,000 bid. 7,000 out of bid 8. 7,000 out of bid 8,000. Jalen's got it for 7. I'll take 8 anywhere else here at 8,000. Competing bids over on Artsy takes us to $7,000. I'll take 8 anywhere else. 7,000 out of bid 8,000. Anyone else here? Or $7,500 rather, that's all I need. Just a $500 bid. Then 8,000. I'll take 75 first though. Let's go 7,500. Last chance and fair warning. And 7,000. Jalen, that's your bidder. 6801. Lot number 96. The Jeff Koons Balloon Swan in magenta. And the work from 2019. And starts us here at $6,000. Looking for 65. I'll take 65. Where do I see 65? Pretty iconic here for Jeff Koons. Looking for 65 next. Jump in here quickly for 6,500. 6,000 out of bid 65. I feel like you're missing this one out there on Heritage Live. For the Jeff Koons, let's go 65. 6,000 out of bid 65. Last chance and fair warning here at 65. Frank, let's go $6,500. Otherwise, you're going to sell here unless I see 65. Last chance and fair warning, $6,000. Are we all through? All done? See us online for lot number 96. Lot number 97. First Damien Hirst here from the Virtues Series 10,005, go 11. Let's go 11,000 next. 10 and a half, not a bid 11,000. Try again here for 11. 10 and a half, not to go 11,000. Try one more here for 11. 10.5, not a bid 11. Last chance. Fair warning. All bids in here at 10,005, 11,000. Jalen's in at 11. 11, not a bid 12. Let's go one more to 12. At 11 to say 12. 12,000. Heritage Live, you're in at 12. 12,000 out of bid 13. 12,000 out of bid 13. Looking for 13. Last chance. Fair warning, Heritage Live. Looking for $13,000 next. Are we all through? 13,000. Jalen's in at 13. 13,000. Now 14. 14,000. 14,000 out of bid 15. Looking for one more here to 15. Try again for $15,000. 14 out of bid 15. Are we all through and all done here, Heritage Live? Selling it. $14,000. Are we all through? Last chance. And that's going to be $14,000 to you. 7137. Heritage Live. Stay on for this one too, from the same series. This one, Justice. 65. Damien Hirst. 65. 7,000. 7,000 out of bid 75. Where do I see 75 next? 7250, now 75. Keep going. Where do I see 7,500? Looking for one more to 75. 7250, let's go 75. 7250, let's go 75. Try again, 75. Heritage Live, thank you. You're in at 75. 75, not a bit 8,000. $8,000 next. 75, not a bit 8,000. $8,000. 8,000 online. Jalen's jumping in here at 8,000, looking for 85. One before this sold for 14. Heritage Live, jump in here at 85. Try again for $8,500. 8,000 out of bid 85. 8 out of bid 85 next. Anywhere else here at 85? There it is, 85. 85 out of bid 9. Take anyone else here at 9,000. 85 out of bid 9,000. $9,000 bid. 9,000. Let's go 9,500. 9,000. I'll take 95. Try again here for $9,500. Heritage Live, you're in at 9. I'll ask again for 95. Otherwise, we're going to sell it here at $9,000. 95. Thank you. Go 10. Go 10,000. Heritage Live. Go 10,000. 95. Not a bid 10,000. Let's go 10 next. 95. Not a bid 10,000. Last chance here for 10,000. And selling 9,500. Are we all through? All done. 97.50 And 10,000. Thank you, Heritage Live. Still going at 10,000. Somebody tried to use that cut bid in there. Let's go $11,000 next. Come back in at 11. 10,000 out of it, 11,000. Looking for one more here to 11. Try again, 11,000. 10,000, Heritage Live. It's against you now. Last chance and fair warning. All bids in. Selling it now here for 10,000, 11,000. 11,000, go 12. 12,000 next. 11 out of bid, 12,000. Take me one more to 12. At 11,000, looking for 12 next. Are we all through? All done. All bids in now, selling at $11,000. Last chance and fair warning. 11,000. That's you, Heritage Live. 7138. Lot number 99, Damian Hurst, from Where the Land Meets the Sea. First time we've offered works from this series here at Heritage. It's $3,500, not a bid 36. 35, not a bid 36 next. I'll take 3,600. 3,500, not a bid 36. Let's go 3,600. 35, not a bid 36. Last chance here for 3,600. 35. On number 100 from the same series, 35 again. 35, not a bid 36. Where do I see 3,600? 35, not a bid 36. Any advance here to 3,600? Heritage Live, what do you say? Just another $100 more. 35, not a bid 36. Last chance. Selling 35. And final one here from the series. Let's go 35. Same as the last. Let's go 3,500. I think I like the colors better here on this one, actually. Let's go 35. Heritage Live, jump in quickly here for $3,500. 34, not a bid 35. Last chance here for $3,500. 34, not a bid 35. Your opportunity to own one of these here for $3,500. 34, not a bid 35. Last chance. Fair warning. All bids in here at 3,400. Moving on to lot number 102. The Harlan Miller, 2023 this time. Great print for 46, not a bid 48 next. I'll take $4,800. 46 to bid 48. 48. 5,000. 5,000 out of bid 55. 5,000 out of bid 55 next. Let's go 55. 5,000 now. I'll take 55. 5,000 to bid 55. Where do I see 5,500? Last chance. 55. You're in here, Heritage Live. 5,500. 55 not a bid 6. 6,000. Try another 500 here, Heritage Live. Go to 6,000. 55 not a bid 6,000. For the Harlan Miller now, we're going to sell it at $5,500 unless I see 6,000. Last chance and fair warning. And it's going to be 5,500. 7139. Well, number 103 starts a section of prints by cause. This is Lost Time from 2018. 8750 we have. 8750 not a bid 9,000 next. For cause here for 9,000. 8750 not a bid 9. 87 and a half not a bid 9. Starting off on that cut bid, just need 250 to advance to $9,000. Otherwise, it's selling at 8750 unless I see $9,000. Last chance. Fair warning. 8750. And selling. Lot number 104 from Man's Best Friend. 4,000. 4,000 starts us off.
Prior 5.
5,000. Prior 5. Jalen, try again. Go 55. 5,000 out of bid 55. 5, I'll take 55 next. Prior 5, so everyone knows what that means. When John says that word prior, I'll take the next bid. That can beat it. Let's go one more. 5,000 out of bid 55. Last chance. And fair warning. All bids in. Selling it now. 5250. Smart bidder on Heritage Live. That's you. 5250. Now 55. Anyone else I can ask for 55 here? 5250 to bid 55. Jalen, what do you say? Let's go 55. Otherwise, selling it at 5250. Last chance and fair warning. All bids in. Heritage Live. That's you. Nice job. Bidder 7110. File number 105. This time, kind of the inverted colors, again from Man's Best Friend. And 38 to bid $4,000 starts us off. Let's go 4. What do you say, Heritage Live? Jump in here for 4. There you are, 4,000. $4,000. 4,000 out of bid 42. Let's go 42 next. Anywhere else here at 42? 4,000 out of bid 42. It's your last chance and fair warning. $4,200. Otherwise, we're going to sell it at 4. Last chance, fair warning, and 4,000. 7110. Lot number 106. After Basquiat, Boxer Rebellion from 2018. Another nice one here, 29. 29 out of bid 30,000. I'll take 30. $34,000 online. Jalen's bidder has 34. 34 to bid 36. I'll take 36 here from you, Heritage Live. 34,000 out of bid 36. Where else do I see 36? 34 and out of bid 36. Last chance and fair warning. All bids in 36. Thank you, Heritage Live. You're in at 36. Jalen, what do you say? 38. 38. Looking for 38,000 next. 36 out of bid 38. Last chance and fair warning. All bids in now selling to our Heritage Live bidder at $36,000. It's your last chance. Fair warning. And down that one goes 36,000 to bidder number 7140. And that does it for us today for our